Hey y'all, Austin here with Outer World Media. Welcome back to another book review, guys. This time we are talking about Louis L'Amour yet again. We are talking about the Sacket series. This time we are talking about book number 8, and that is Sacket. Pretty simple name, I'm not gonna lie. This was one I didn't know what to expect going into it. Um, kind of going off of the description, the brief description or blurb on the back. It gives you a pretty good description, but it also leaves some stuff out that I really enjoyed in the book. So let's get into it, though, guys. What is Sacket about? Like I said, it is book number 8 in the series. This is about William Tell Sacket. Now, everybody calls him Tell. Tell is the older brother of Ty and Orrin Sackett. You might remember them if you've read the series from the Daybreakers. If you haven't read the series, you might remember them from the book The Daybreakers. Tell is the older brother of Orrin and Ty. It talks about him kind of going off into the service and whatnot, and he kind of does his own thing to put it bluntly. Whereas Orrin kind of went off to do politics and whatnot, and Ty ended up getting the description of like a gunfighter. I almost said bounty hunter. I don't know why. Of a gunfighter. Tell just kind of does his own thing. So we're introduced in the beginning of this book to Tell. He is kind of making his way west, kind of like southwest, and he comes across this trail. Well, this trail, he happens to say, hey, you know what? I'm going to follow this. And he follows it, and it leads him to a vein of gold. And so from there, he says, you know what? Let me stay here for a few days, see what I can find, do some looking around and whatnot. And while Tell is there, he comes across some very peculiar things that keeps on happening and whatnot in this little area. And so he ends up working his way down southwest, like I said, to find Ty and Orrin and whatnot and see the ranch and see his mother, and so uh, Tell kind of says, "Hey, I'm gonna head back, boys. I kind of found something. I'm gonna make it my own." And so we get one of the companions from the Daybreakers follows Tell, which I really enjoyed. And so we see Tell and this mystery companion, try to make a town and whatnot out of this, and trouble ensues and whatnot. Again, without trying to give too much away, in this book. Like I said, I didn't really know what to expect going into it, if I'm being honest with you guys. Lando, I enjoyed that one so much. I kind of was a little hesitant, I'm not going to lie. Even though I like Louis L'Amour and I love his books, Lando was just such a good book. The issue I had, last time I had a book that I really, really, really enjoyed in the series, was Sackett's Land. And while To the Far Blue Mountains was good, in my honest opinion, I'm not gonna lie, guys, I think going from Lando to Sackett, I think that was a better follow up. As far as book orders, again, just because Sackett, it's short, it's sweet, it's you get a little bit of everything in this one. You get some gunfighting, you get a town kind of getting built, you get a little bit of a supernatural aspect, but it's quickly debunked, if you will. So again, I really enjoyed this book. Again, it was short, sweet, to the point. Tell is a character who I wouldn't mind reading more of stories with him in it, to be honest with you. Again, he seems like any other Sacker where he can take care of himself, and it was a really good book. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I think I gave it like a 4 out of 5 stars, if I'm not mistaken, on Goodreads. So if you're kind of thinking about doing it, if you've read The Daybreakers, sorry, I drew a blank there. If you've read that, I would pick this up. Give it a shot. It's pretty good. You could skip Lando and read this. But again, I really did enjoy it. But like I said, I just want to get on here real quick and give you guys that quite a short little, sweet review of this book. Again, not trying to give too much away. But what I will say, check this book out. It was very, very good. There's a scene where, Till has to like climb down this mountain face. It's very good. Very, very short, sweet, to the point, as mostly the more books are. And at this point, I'm just kind of rambling. So I'm going to finish up here and say, as always, thank you guys. Y'all have a good one.